Nigel, a magnificent match, a 4-1 victory here, pulsating encounter from start to finish. What's your post-match analysis?
Yeah, two very good teams, but I thought we were, on the back of Tuesday night, we were very good again against probably an opponent slightly more dangerous and in good form. So it's about time we got a result against them as well. We've suffered in the last few seasons when we have played them. But another good, solid all-round performance, I thought, today. And the quality of the goals was top-notch today. Just the couple of daft decisions before half-time we made that got them back in the game. We would like to have gone in at 2-0 at half-time.
What about that goal that catapulted you in front after 15 minutes? Regan Hendry winning the 50-50, taking the ball over the halfway line and a yard inside the Orient half, lobbing the goalkeeper. Extraordinary stuff.
It is. First of all, to see it and then to actually execute it and put it in the back of the net. It's a very difficult skill, but he's a good player technically. And I think players generally, you're seeing it happening more because goalkeepers are in a much more advanced position these days in open play. You know, sometimes they're 10-15 yards outside the penalty area, and if it does all of a sudden break, the more intelligent players are having a crack.
Was he encouraged to shoot from that distance in that moment?
Yeah, well, if it's on, we don't, from around the box, we like to get inside 25 yards. But if something opens up like that, have a go.
Terrific technique. There didn't appear to be that much backlift either.
No, it seemed to take an age to get in. It wasn't one of those driven ones, it was more floated, but perfect weight.
And then after that, around about 15 minutes later, Hendry doing it again, this time at the back post.
Yeah, when you've got that sort of role, it's important you get in the box. And I think he's settling in nicely. The last couple of games he's been excellent. And we just think he's a very good player, good footballer, and an intelligent one as well. And we haven't had somebody from north of the border for a few years.
From Orient's perspective in that first half, they tried to get in on a couple of occasions, didn't they, with that ball in behind, but you managed to snuff them out.
I thought in the first 10 or 15 minutes we looked a little bit vulnerable and they were very lively and nearly got in. We made a couple of great recovery tackles. I think Jordan got a block and then Fraser Blake-Tracy came across and get a toe in. Then that gives us the platform to go on and get the goals.
I imagine you were most disappointed with that goal on 37 from the corner because Karoma was unmarked.
Yes, well, he was marked, but Evans didn't quite get hold of him enough and stop him getting a header in. And even the way we gave it away, Fraser's needless back pass, he should be hooking it the other way up the pitch and putting it over the fullback's head for Max Dickoff. So we give a needless corner away and then we don't defend properly. And we can't afford that. And then Max gave another one away just after that. You can't afford that against a team of Orient's quality. But over the two games, I think we've made 2 or 3 or 4 very, very bad decisions in 3 odd hours of football. So that's not bad.
Yeah, that goal gave them brief hope, didn't it? What did it change at the break?
Well, just at half-time said, don't let them come out and dominate and everything. We've now got to start, as we were in the middle of the half. And I thought we did. Nothing in it again at the start of the second half. And then Will Evans smacks one in and that's it, settles everybody.
Was that effectively the settler?
I think so, especially then when they went down to 10 men, which nobody could argue about that. And then we were a little bit more comfortable, but still important to go and get the 4th goal. We had a couple of situations. The game should be over with 10 men at 3-1, but it doesn't stop you going to get that goal. And for Luke Bolton to get off the mark in the 95th minute is an important one for him.
Just speaking about the third, Jordan Barry did so well, didn't he, on the right-hand side, and the ball into Will Evans, that was sweetly struck inside the D.
Yes, lovely strike on the half volley, and I thought Jordan was outstanding again today. And Sweens is nearly fully fit, but he's in there on merit.
Overall today, is that the best performance we've seen so far from your men?
Well, I think Tuesday was up there as well, and you think 10 days ago we were at Chesterfield battling away to get a 2-0 victory there in very difficult circumstances, and since then we've taken it on, deserved our win at Exeter and 2 very, very good home wins, so long way to go.
But 4 wins on the spin, what does that give you?
That gives us a bit of confidence, gets us above halfway in the league. 9 points is not a bad return from the first 15. Still should have had a point or 2 from the first opening 2 games, but can't do anything about that. We just take it on. The most important game by far this week now is Lincoln, but we want to have a little go at Everton on Wednesday.
What aspects of your play today really enthused you?
I thought we looked quite composed again and assured in a lot of what we were doing. I think the shape at the moment, the formation suits the team we've got out there. Everybody generally is, apart from the odd little slip up, everybody's doing the job. And it's a nice balance to the team at the moment.
Are you surprised in a way of how well you're doing now so early on in the season? Because at the start of the campaign you said this might take some time to come together.
Yeah, I still think it will. I still think we are a work in progress. That's why we're conceding that daft goal that we did. We don't want to do that. But generally I think the lads are getting the hang of things and looking pretty good, but it's all fragile. We thought that in January this year when we won at Stockport and we were on 37 points.
How satisfying is it today, Nigel, to get a 4-1 victory against a side who, every time you come up against them, it's very difficult to play against and beat, and undoubtedly you'd expect them to be in and amongst it again this season?
Yeah, I think we benefited slightly from they've been down to Plymouth in the week, had a great result, but getting back in the early hours, we know that how much that takes out of you, and we've had to do it as well. So we had maybe a little bit physical benefit from that with us being at home this week, but we took full advantage. But no doubt, don't underestimate the quality of the opposition today. They're very, very competent.
Quick word, if I may, on Wednesday, ahead of Wednesday's match at Everton in the second round of the Carabao Cup. What have you got to report injury-wise?
Hopefully nothing more after today. George Marr's back after his illness. Obviously Sween's okay. I don't think any of the lads will be fit, the ones that you saw. Oatsy, Deji, Joe Gardner. I'm trying to think who else. Elliott was just outside the 18 today. We had one spare. So it'll be pretty much the same squad.